Yo, Furman with Furman Entertainment though, man. Alright. We got here fresh and fit, okay? And if you know Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate has been on this show several times. You know. Uh they taking a liking to Andrew Tate. Um but Fresh and Fit has broken this case down and the situation down even more minute. They break it down. So I think y'all should hear this right here, man. See how other countries' laws operate and everything like so. Let's go, man. Furman with Furman Entertainment. Let's go.
Scroll up to the top. The Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, okay? The Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism is the Romanian government agency tasked with investigating and prosecuting organized crime and terrorism-related offenses. The DICOT is headed by a chief prosecutor and a deputy nominated by the Minister of Justice and appointed by the President of Romania. The chief prosecutor of the Directorate is subordinated to the general prosecutor of the prosecutor's office attached to the High Court of Cassation and Justice. So I'm going to give you guys the U.S. equivalent to this because it's a little confusing. The U.S. equivalent to this, guys, would be, let's say the Department of Justice, okay, which is the U.S. Attorney's Office, the prosecutors were combined with the FBI to form one agency. Because in the United States, you got the Department of Justice, and under the Department of Justice, you have the United States Attorney's Office, and then you have, let's say, the FBI. The U.S. Attorney's Office are the federal prosecutors, the FBI are the federal investigators, and they work together to put a case together. So I would say that these guys right here, to give you a functional equivalent, is like the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office being combined into one, okay? To be like just a DOJ in one. All right, so the United States is a little bit more segmented with this. You guys know, you watched our podcast.
Not in these times. The FBI and the DOJ are working together just like in Romania, man. From what I've been seeing on the news, man, they've been working together, man. But I hear you, though. I hear you, Fresh and Fit.
Earlier with Andrew Bustamante from the CIA, the United States tends to separate things a lot, right? We have 33 different 33 different intelligence agencies, a bunch of different law enforcement agencies. Romania doesn't operate that way. They're consolidated within one, okay? And that's very important for you guys to understand so that everything else makes sense from this point forward.
So that includes the police and DICOT together.
Yeah, so they're essentially working together, right?
Tandem,
you got the prosecutors and you got the police kind of under one umbrella, all right? Now that we have that figured out, I went on the official website, and can we show this real quick, Chris?
I didn't know you could read Romanian.
Well, shout out to my friend. She hooked it up for me. She sent me this website, okay? And this is the official Romanian press release on the situation. Now, as you guys can see, none of us here speak Romanian, but there's a magical invention called Google Translate.
Bam.
Okay. Which I was able to go ahead and decipher this for y'all because this press release, okay, when you read it in full, not parts of it like these other idiots, you can actually see what the hell is going on here and make sense of it. And I'm going to go ahead and explain some of this to y'all. All right? Can you enlarge it on our end, Chris?
Yep.
And just follow along with the cursor. All right? So, following the communique number 1 of 12/4/2022 and the interest shown by media representatives, the Information and Public Relations Office within the Organized Crime and Terrorism Investigation Directorate is empowered to bring the following to public attention. So this is their official press release on the situation. All right? On December 29th, 2022, the prosecutors of the Director for the Investigation of Organized Crime and Terrorism Central Structure, together with police officers from the Bucharest Organized Crime Brigade, implemented 5 home search warrants in a case in which investigations under the aspect of committing crimes of constituting an organized criminal group, human trafficking, and rape. Okay? In the case, it was noted that at the beginning of 2021, 4 suspects, 2 British citizens and 2 Romanian citizens, constituted an organized criminal group with a view to committing crimes on the territory of Romania, but also of other countries such as the United States and Great Britain of the crime of human trafficking. Okay, guys. So you can see here that there is some international influence here. Okay?
100%.
There is some
They said the United States and Great Britain. So, you telling me that the USA, Great Britain, and potentially Romania all working together to get this one man and his brother? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. Come on. Come on, man. if Andrew Tate is you know, if I see that he really is guilty of all this, man, he come out admitting, apologize, and all that. I'd be like, okay, you know what? Do the crime, you do the time, man. You know, but nah, man.
National influence to get these guys jammed up. All right, we're going to read between the lines here. This is an official press release. This is not me sitting here and saying I think or I believe or any of this other shit. This is directly from the agency responsible, okay, for incarcerating Andrew right now and Tristan.
Yeah. Right? Do you want to bring up the tweet right now?
Which tweet?
The one I showed you in chat.
Let me finish this and then we'll get there so I can keep the people focused on this.
All right.
In the case, it was noted at the beginning of So victims were recruited, right? So they're going to start to the third paragraph, Chris. All right. Victims were recruited by British citizens by Chris, down. Chris, get with it, man. Right there, up, right there. Victims were recruited by British citizens. Keep it highlighted so people can see.
You can hear it.
Okay. All right. Victims were recruited by British citizens by misrepresenting their intention to enter into a marriage/cohabitation relationship and the existence of genuine feelings of love, the lover boy method. Okay, which to me is crazy that they put this in an official document. So they're trying to say here, right? They're alleging that Andrew and Tristan, right, were misrepresenting their intention of being with women and, you know, saying, oh yeah, we're gonna get married and we're gonna live together and all this other stuff for the sole purpose, right, of getting them
to work. So you guys know I talk about this on the show all the time, right? Selling a dream. The problem with this is that like this is so vague and so widespread of being a lover boy. This could mean anything. So this just means, for example, if they themselves and their feelings feel like they could be with the person, that's also deemed as a viable option here. Because if they feel like, oh, he could be my boyfriend, my husband, then it's the same thing. So their feelings are causing this as well.
Yeah, basically, we're saying
Isn't that what men do? To get women? You know what I'm saying? Now, we ain't talking about getting them to put them on a stroll or nothing like that. But I mean, I thought women do the choosing. That's what I thought. When somebody said your B chose me, your chick chose me, I personally thought that the women do the choosing. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's old school game or something though. But lover boy, what? I don't get none of this, man.
Reals are the reals.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're trying to insinuate here that, oh, like, you know, these women are victims and they lied to them and they're all this other stuff.
They want to be there.
My thing is this, bro, right? You cannot sit there and say women have equal rights, equal privileges, right? They're equal to men in every regard legally, right, and socially, which I agree with. Women are obviously equal to men from a human life standpoint, same value on earth, everything, right? I'm not here to say men are better than women or whatever it is. Men tend to be better at certain things than women, but when it comes to human life and importance of human life, we are equal, okay? So if we're going to say that we're equal and everyone's life is as valuable, well, we got to look at it objectively. They're capable of making independent choices and adults, so therefore they're held to the same standard. What do you mean? Oh, my feelings, and I felt like this was going to happen and it didn't happen. Like, and this is where things can get murky because when you use, you know, we've seen the consequences of women lying because of their feelings, okay? You got Amber Heard,
even recently in the immediate social media news, Javante Davis, remember I mentioned earlier, his girlfriend said, his baby mama said, oh, he almost killed me and hit me. What did you post today? Oh, my bad, that was my feelings. He didn't touch me at all.
Exactly.
It's like, bro, they just lied and messed up his whole like image.
Head coach from Texas Longhorns. He lost like $20 million because his girl wanted to say, oh yeah, he strangled me, blah blah blah, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Bam, got suspended.
Johnny Depp, Amber Heard.
Johnny Depp, you know what I mean? So guys, I mean, I'm not saying women are evil people, but what I am saying is that they're human beings and they're capable of lying too to try to paint a picture. If they're angry, if they're felt betrayed or their heart is broken or whatever, there's a reason why they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And the fact that this isn't an official document that they ran some lover boy scheme is crazy to me.
Ain't that true?
Even in the Bible, bro, it talks about women destroying kingdoms. And this means no guy is safe, bro. You could be a celebrity, athlete, rapper, regular person on the street. If a woman says she has the power to say anything that her feelings may produce, oh, he did this and that to me, you're in trouble, bro. You can't even fight it. You're in trouble.
You are presumed guilty You are not presumed innocent when it comes to the court of public appeal anytime a woman makes an allegation against you.
That's insane.
You are not.
That's crazy.
Okay? I mean, hell,
That's
think
crazy.
about it. Guys, a couple months ago, some girl said some bullshit about me to H3, called in, lied her ass off. We come back, we show y'all receipts, we show y'all Google Maps, we show you guys all this information. It took 6 hours, right, for me to break down all the lies. And then H3 ended up losing 10,000 subscribers. But look at all the effort I had to put in to clear my name over a woman's bullshit, guys.
Even our ops had to say, you know what? All right, this is some bullcrap.
Even people that don't like us were like, damn, like, okay, this girl was cat. What the hell?
Common sense.
But think about that. I had the time, the resources, the know-how, the knowledge to know I got to document everything with these girls.
Yeah.
This is the world that we're in now, guys. Even in a place like Romania, it's the feels before the reels.
Yeah.
You have an official document here. Let's read that back one more time, Chris. Pull that up.
And I want to add one more thing as well. Sorry, go ahead.
We're going to read that one more time. Victims were recruited by British citizens by misrepresenting their intentions to enter into a marriage/cohabitation relationship and the existence of genuine feelings of love, the lover boy method.
That means all fuckboys are in trouble. But I spoke to academics last night, right, about this same topic here. And Andrew made a good point, and so did he. Andrew said, yo, in Romania, you're kind of exempt from the whole American type of, like, you know, burden of, you know, laws and all this stuff, right? However, to penetrate that, a woman can make an accusation, make a phone call, and call the authorities, and it penetrates the global scheme into Romania. So imagine that. A woman can penetrate this whole far away, hey, I'm all the way in Romania, you're in the U.S., it shouldn't affect me, but it can because of a claim of her feelings.
Well, that's what happened to them in April.
Exactly.
So if for some of you guys, well, let's keep going into this. We'll keep reading this, and then I'll explain to you guys what occurred in April, right? Because they are connected. All right. They were later transported and housed in buildings in Lvov County, where, by exercising acts of physical violence and mental coercion through intimidation, constant surveillance, control, and invoking alleged debts, they were sexually exploited by group members by forcing them to perform demonstrations pornographic for the purpose of producing and disseminating material of such a nature through social media platforms, and by submitting to the execution of a work in a forced manner in order to obtain important financial benefits consisting of the sums of money obtained as a result of accessing the materials by users. And I know some of you English nerds in here, that's a run-on sentence. Again, guys, this is Romanian. Translated from Romanian into English for y'all, so it might sound a little off when I read it, but this is verbatim what it is translated as. So far, 6 injured persons have been identified who were sexually exploited by the organized criminal group, all right? So they have 6 witnesses, 6 women, okay? With regard to the crime of rape, it was noted that in March 2022, an injured person was forced on 2 different occasions by a suspect through the exercise of physical violence and psychological pressure to have sexual relations. At the headquarters of the Director for the Investigation of Organized Crime and Terrorism Central Structure, 4 people who are reasonably suspected, keyword guys, 4 people who are reasonably suspected of being involved in criminal activity were taken for questioning. Following the hearings, the prosecutors of the Directorate for the Investigation of Organized Crime and Terrorism Central Structure ordered the 4 persons to be detained for a period of 24 hours. So, what does that prove? Well, all the mainstream media, all the haters, Penguin, stupid ass, Hassan, what did they first report? Oh, the Tates got arrested for human trafficking. Ah! No, they were brought in after being reasonably suspected, right? According to them, reasonably. Reasonably, I say that with quotes. Involved in criminal activity, and they were brought in for questioning. And they were detained for 24 hours. So this is where we're going to get into some facts here. This is how it works in Romania when it comes to search warrants, guys. In the United States, in the UK, in New Zealand, etc., they have to typically establish something called probable cause to arrest you, okay? And they also need to establish probable cause to search your home. Romania doesn't work that way, guys. If they get information, they can go get a search warrant, right? Written by the prosecutors. When they get that search warrant, it allows them to enter the premises, detain the people that they suspect are responsible for the crime for 24 hours, okay? So the search is conducted, and that allows the police a 24-hour grace period to detain the people involved, okay? That's the only thing that the police and the prosecutors can do is detain. Then, from that point, they have 24 hours to gather as much evidence as they can. Within that 24 hours, they have to gather evidence, and then it goes to a judge. The judge is the one that makes the final decision if they are going to be held in jail for a period of 30 days, 60 days, 180 days, etc. Okay? So the police and the prosecutors can merely get the search warrant, detain the individuals. That's where their authority ends. The judge now steps in, and the prosecutors and the police present, this is why I think he should be held for more than 24 hours, and they have 24 hours to gather this evidence. Now, let's keep it 1,000 here, guys. All right? Who is Andrew Tate? Famous influencer, kickboxer, major influence all over the world, internationally known pretty much in any English-speaking and even countries that don't speak English. He has a lot of money. He has a home in Dubai, as you guys know. He spent the past few months in Dubai. Okay, to have a home there.
Yeah.
All right. Several passports, etc.
Also, one of the most hated now.
And also, yeah, there's an enormous...
And his range of people listening to him goes all the way down from kids to elderly. He has range in his target audience. And I think they forgetting that too. He has a huge range, man.
amount of people that don't like him. So, I mean, anybody that has common sense would look at him and be like, oh, well, he's probably a flight risk, right? So I am willing to bet, right, just common sense in my law enforcement background from the United States, right, that they went ahead and argued, hey, listen, we need to detain this guy because he's a flight risk, okay? Now, I don't know what they have. I don't know what they found in that 24 hours, because as we know now, right now, according to most of the sources, Andrew's being held for 30 days.
Yep.
Okay? So I don't know what they found.
I said
but
that on my
what
last
I am
video.
what I am pretty confident is that when the prosecutors and the police made their case to hold him for 30 days, they basically said, yo, he's a flight risk, and we found this stuff as well. And also, I want you guys to keep in mind that there's two other individuals involved in this situation besides Andrew and Tristan.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's important to note as well. It's not just them. So we don't know who the other two individuals are, what they're responsible for, etc. All right? Honestly, I can only speak to the character of Andrew and Tristan, which I'll talk about that here later on. But I wanted to present you all the facts before I give you guys my personal take on it. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's keep going.
Because people were saying that he was being convicted and all this stuff.
Yeah.
He was detained for 24 hours.
Yeah.
The judge decided, you know what? Based on evidence, like you said earlier, let's keep it for a
which could be a multitude of different things.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know exactly.
Yeah.
But, guys, his influence is 100% plays a role in it. And I'm going to talk about that here in a second as well, which I thought was strange.
Yeah.
But we'll keep reading the article. Okay, the activities were also attended by police officers from the Gulf Organized Crime Service and the Service for Combating Human Trafficking, as well as gendarmes from the Special Intervention Brigade of the Gendarmerie. So what does that mean in English? There's different agencies working together in this situation, all right? We make it clear that during the entire criminal process, the investigated persons benefit from the procedural right and guarantees provided by the Code of Criminal Procedure, as well as the presumption of innocence. So in that regard, similar to, Western countries, you're innocent until proven guilty. And just so you guys know, I did some more research. Andrew and Tristan are not obligated to speak to the police. They can invoke their right to silence. They don't have to talk to the police. Okay? So that's another thing as well. But I wanted to make that distinction, guys, that a search warrant basically gives the police an extra...
Yeah, I think it's time to keep your mouth shut. Tate brothers, keep your mouth shut, man. Don't even... I don't even know what you're talking about. Nope. There's nothing on video with me hitting such and such. Whoop, whoop. I don't know text messages. None of that. I know he don't got none of that. Now, did he go hard? Probably verbally or something. I probably could see that. But sometimes you can't judge a man by by his cover. So we'll see. We'll see.
For 24 hours to detain you, gather evidence, which could be a multitude of different things, and then the judge makes a decision, and the judge is the one that decided, all right, he's going to be in for 30 days. Now, he can get released, right? Because the judge has about 180 days to make a final decision on here, whether they hold him for 180 days and then say, all right, we're going to suspend the rest of your sentence, or they decide, oh, we want to give you 1 year in jail, we want to give you 5 years in jail, or from what I understand, these charges carry a maximum of around 20 years in jail, well, all these different charges, right? The judge can impose that after 180 days, okay? So, do we know if Andrew's going to be held for 180 days pending the judge, getting the evidence and deciding? We don't know that yet.
That's 6 months.
Like I said before, their system is very different, but that's how it works, all right?
6 months in jail.
Now, let's go ahead and pull up, Chris, go back to the website, the official website from the Romanian press release. Now, if you scroll...
Pretty much what he's saying is The judge had the discretion to hold him for an additional 180 days. So that's 6 months. He could potentially be in there. Andrew Tate can be in jail, and Tristan and the 2 others. Man, if he get out of this, he gonna be bigger than ever. They're gonna have to take my man down. And I hope they don't. I hope they don't, man. You know, I hope they don't. But if he do, he'll be a martyr.
Go down, and this is something that really had me also like, what the hell is going on here? See that video, guys? Go ahead and play that video. This is a video of the raid of the Tates mansion, which, again,
and also as well, regarding this video as well, they did multiple houses of Andrew and Tristan.
Yeah, 5.
This is just one.
And some of them could have been controlled by the other 2 guys as well. We don't know that yet, but it was 5 search warrants. Okay, guys, and I want to say this: it is extremely strict. Like, it's not abnormal to record a search warrant, right? That's not abnormal.
But to post
it on the internet is fucking crazy to me.
That's crazy.
Especially if it's supposed to be an active criminal investigation. All right.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. After saw the video, I'm leaving Romania for good, bro. That's crazy, dude.
That is wild.
Niggas know where you're at. I mean, they probably know already, but like, they actually know now because all the evidence walking into it.
And they know you ain't gonna be in the house.
So it's crazy to me that they put this out there, which again had my radars going like, yo, you guys got cameras, you guys are coming in here doing a search. I'm not opposed to them, obviously recording what they got to do up there in the middle of a case. But why the hell are you putting it on the internet?
Can I get some conspiracy here? Because I know people say, oh, fresh conspiracy. But can I bring the tweet up? So I want to tie this together what I was thinking yesterday on the show. So, Chris, I have a tweet in the actual chat there if you don't mind. And guys, I got to say this, man. The U.S. is very good at coming into situations that don't involve them. And as a result, if they deem somebody to be a issue for them, the whole culture, the agenda, they're going to come at you. So there's a tweet here from someone, and they posted it in October about this happening. So read what it says here, if you don't mind, Myron, coming up.
My sources in law enforcement have told me Andrew Tate will be arrested end of 2022, early 2023. No matter if he is guilty or not, the Romanian government is under intense pressure from the United States and big tech to shut him down. And that was on October 11th, 2022, and this guy called it.
He called it.
Yeah, and we know the Tates are well known in Romania. Everyone respects them, shows them love, even the girls as well, because we were there, we saw that happen in real time.
And they were raided in April as well.
Exactly.
Which we can talk about that after, but go ahead.
I think personally, added to that as well, there was a push from someone, maybe it's US, maybe it's outside source, to go after him and record it to post it all over social media to paint him in a bad light. That's what I think.
And the other thing too, right, again, this is fact, this is not my opinion, back in April, what occurred was essentially, Andrew, right, was swatted. I know some people are saying, like, no, you weren't swatted, they searched your house. No, he was swatted, and I'll explain why. Law enforcement works differently in other countries, guys. Someone called the U.S. Embassy, right, and said that there was a girl being held against her will at their home. Well, when you have international pressure, especially from a country like the United States, the police have to do something in Romania. There's potentially a U.S. citizen being held against their will in Romania, so the police are like, all right, we got to go ahead, we got to investigate. So they go, and they figure out that there's some, they're having a party, there's girls there, etc. And this girl says, I was being held against my will, makes this fucking nonsensical story up, right? Because what really occurred was she was hooking up with Tristan, and she didn't want to get caught fucking cheating. That's the reality, all right? So she, instead of taking accountability and saying, I'm here because I don't like you anymore, to her boyfriend, essentially, she lies and says, no, I'm being held against my will, etc. Well,
whoa, that's new information right there. I know they know the information. That's new information right there, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that the young lady that claimed that on that call was dating Tristan Tate. Didn't know that. Yeah, Fresh and Fit. Shout out to Fresh and Fit, man. Subscribe, man. Like, comment on that situation, though, man. Definitely gonna put you in the description box. Fresh and Fit.
Thankfully, the Tates have an extensive camera system, all right? And they had a bunch of girls at the house that verified that the girls were there, they were partying, they're having a good time. And on top of that, the girl that accused the Tates of kidnapping her or whatever, she went out of the mansion to get food,
pizza,
and then came back in.
Pizza.
Tell me, if you're being kidnapped, right, would you order pizza, pizza comes, you leave the compound, gets that pizza, wouldn't you, run? Or tell the pizza guy, give me a ride home or some shit like that? No! She walks back in, okay? Thank God They have cameras. Thank God they have security. And they were able to show that it was a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But what happened? Well, the police have to do their due diligence. They have to go in there. They have to investigate. They have to make sure, hey, what's going on? So they end up taking phones, laptops, computers to analyze and make sure nothing really went down. Well, nothing did. And they were able to give them all their stuff back, and it was fine. But now, right, allegation comes again. They have to investigate. They have to come in and do all this extra shit. And we're kind of at the situation that we're in now.
And then just before the video, I want to speak to the actual testament of who Andrew and Tristan are. Just you might call us biased or whatever, but bro, we were actually there, and this is us in real time. So this was a little party in Romania with the Tates, right? And for example, the girls here, they were happy to be there. They were like, yo, Tristan and Andrew was so awesome. Like, it was a good vibe. No one said against the world. Everyone's saying, you know what? These are really good guys. I like being here. And fun fact. We left this spot. So you can bring forward. No, Chris, go back. Right before we went to their spot after, and everyone was there in the house, and they can leave at any time. They come in, get some drinks, have a good time. They can leave anytime. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, bro, they wanted to be there. So this whole thing about trafficking, bro, I can't believe that's true because we were there. It's crazy.
Fresh and Fit said they was there.
So
they have first-hand knowledge.
Let's play the raid footage real quick, which again, like I said before, is a big alarm to me for them to release that immediately after, during the course of a active criminal investigation.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the raid video.
This is crazy, by the way.
Yeah. And Chris, you might have to unmute it. Let me see. You might have the tab muted, or you might have to do it on Firefox or whatever. But yeah. And the other thing too, while Chris pulls this up, the other thing I want to bring to your guys' attention is look at the quality of the pictures after Andrew and Tristan were arrested. It's as if the media was waiting there, trying to get some snapshots, and I'm like, yo, this is a professional photo shoot. What the hell is going on here? You know what I mean?
So there's no sound on this video?
There's one on YouTube that has sound.
Yeah, it's fine. Just play it.
Yeah, we can play it.
I don't think it has sound in the beginning. It's gonna have sound later on.
You're right.
It's gonna have sound later on. So yeah, it looks like one of the locations, right? And then it's gonna awkwardly cut right around
to the Tate spot.
Yeah, then it's gonna cut to the Tate spot. This is not the Tate's home. This is it right here. This is not the Tate's home. Well, I don't know who it belongs to.
We don't know who it belongs to.
Now this is their house. And then they go in. Right. So the footage might have been from one of the other residences. And this is them coming in.
Swatted down.
Right.
To the whole crib.
Yeah.
It's a nice house.
And I showed them on my stream yesterday, the behind the scenes. But bro, this is crazy, bro. Like,
yeah, for them to record this, for them to record this to me is wild, bro.
Yeah.
And put this out there, like this is. And as you can see, they're cooperating, not causing a scene, not causing issue. This is what they found.
And actually, they're really cool with the police in terms of like they have an understanding. Like, yo, we hold parties here.
Which and for some odd reason, all the soy boys like Hassan and them thought it was. Pause. That just to clarify, go back a few seconds there. Like where it had the table, just so y'all know. Go back. Okay, guys, that is not an actual gun or whatever. It's in the table. It's in the glass.
Yeah,
just so y'all know.
It's art, guys.
It's art. It's not a gun on a table or money.
They got it in Dubai.
Yeah, it's encased within the glass.
Yeah.
All right, because. Like I said before, these guys reporting a bunch of misinformation. Look at this. They got this stuff. They got guns and knives and all this stuff in their house. I mean, is there something wrong with having weapons to defend yourself when you're a international fucking superstar, dude?
They have security.
Like what the hell are you... What?
They're a target.
And newsflash for all the people out there. Guys, there is U.S. law and precedent that the police are not obligated to protect you. In the United States. This is the United States. First world country. The police are not obligated to protect you. Okay? They're supposed to, but they're not necessarily legally obligated to do it. All right? So you think in Romania, a country that doesn't have the same level of rule of law as the United States, they have a duty to protect you? No. So you must take personal security, personal protection into your own fucking hands.
And added to that as well, he's well known. People hate him. And like he's at risk every single day he wakes up. He goes outside. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So he has to have security.
So these clowns, right? Look at the swords. This is like typical of what would be found at Alpha Bell's house. Ha ha ha. Lasan and all these other guys. Like, fuck y'all, man. Real talk. Like, fuck you guys. Because you guys clearly don't understand, or you're just trying to be funny about it, the consequences of being famous and not protecting your...
I'm going to tell you something, man. Yeah, I was in a situation where doors got kicked down by the situation, by the alphabet. Now, I ain't have nothing to do with it. I wasn't involved. I didn't go down or nothing like that. But there was some people around me that was doing some things in a shared household. And they definitely took them down. That was one of the scariest moments in my life, man. Real life, man. They talking about if you move an inch, I'm going to shoot you type stuff. I mean, just all types of threats. You know, you can't see no faces, mask on, man. It was all bad, man. All bad.
Self.
Yeah.
You gotta move different, bro.
Nothing funny about that.
No matter who you are.
You know? All these fucking weirdo leftist idiots that think that having personal protection is toxically masculine or making fun of it. That's wild to me.
And also for them, remember, it's also art as well. Collecting those pieces, those stuff like that is art.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Which is kind of funny that the police are videotaping this, which is like, bro, it's literally a table with money and a gun and glass inside of it. You can't even get inside of it. So, anyway.
But now the problem is, with this footage right here, everyone's going to know, like everyone in the world's going to pretty much know the inside of their home. Like,
yeah.
I mean, we
and what they have, which is crazy.
This is like just putting out there.
Yeah,
hey,
this is a gross invasion of privacy.
Personally, bro, after seeing this, I would want to move. Keep it 1,000 with you, because everyone knows where you're at.
1,000.
Well, people know where they're at, but I don't like how they displayed what they found
inside.
Like that's not. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going.
If it's not illegal, then they shouldn't even display it.
Like, bruh, is this necessary? If you want to videotape for evidentiary purposes, I understand. But and then there's the cars.
Like blurred up
but
cars.
yeah, but like for y'all to put this on the internet is crazy to me, bro. But and what I told man, yo, whether it's the police, annoying girls, dudes, YouTubers, whatever, people do anything for clout, bro.
Yeah.
They really do. Even law enforcement agencies. You know, this is a huge thing for them. This is a big W. Oh, look at this. We got Andrew Tate. Oh,
if this was America, could they post this legally?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Wow.
Fuck no. That's why I'm shocked that they put this out. This is literally video footage during the course of a search warrant.
All their vehicles.
You cannot put this out publicly.
All their vehicles.
Not only it doesn't have legal implications, also there's an invasion of privacy. That's their safe.
Yeah, with all the watches, bro.
And the money and stuff. Like, dude, when I saw this, I was furious. Like, I was literally furious.
So just so you know, when we were there, I was careful not to ever record that part. Because, unless I asked, because I didn't know. Okay, cool. Can we record that? Yes or no? Because you don't know. That's somebody's privacy, and it's like a safe. So you never know.
Yeah.
And also, bro, like, I get it. There's money in this house. Bro, you guys froze his accounts. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Like, it's just common sense, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You take my money and I can't use it, I'm going to keep some for myself.
Yeah, you got to keep it cash. I mean,
all right, man. Let's stop right there, man. This video was brought by Fresh and Fit. It's Furman with Furman Entertainment, though. You know, this feel like when Trump got raided, though. It feels like that. It feels like that. It's just like, Dad, y'all really want this, man. Just like they really wanted Trump. When they really want you, it don't matter what position you got in the world. President of the United States, they come and they get you, man. It don't even matter. At this point, yay, Kanye, billionaire, black billionaire. It don't even matter. Kyrie Irving, great basketball player. Philanthropist. It doesn't matter, man. What they want you to do is get your money and be quiet. And if you can't sit down and be quiet, you stirring shit up, oh, they coming after you. With every little thing. Everything they got. God daggone shame. Good night. Furman Entertainment. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gone, man.